Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality, and today I am going to show you my newest journal that will be in my shop, and it is the next in my favorite childhood movie or fairy tale story kind of collection that I've done. I did Alice in Wonderland to start off with, and I still have one of those available in my shop. I did Wizard of Oz, and that has sold already, but if you would like to see either one of those to get some inspiration, I will link both videos down below for those. And then this last one I'm doing for now is Mary Poppins, and I made it out of one of the record book that they used to have these when I grew up, and they're the little 33.5 or 45 records that came with the book. And so I think this was from the 1970s, I believe. But I used the entire book throughout, but I did take it apart. I added like a 1.5 inch spine to this. There are two signatures that I sewed into the spine, and then I added some ribbons and this vintage fabric on the back, and then I tied some to the embroidery thread on the outside just for something different. Usually I put a tassel, but on this one I thought that this would be would add a nice touch to it. And then on the front I used some vintage eyelet lace and some rickrack in the rickrack on the back as well. And then I made a torn fabric tie that is the same fabric that's on the back of the cover. And this is the original cover from that record book. So we go ahead and open up here. Whoops, stuff was coming out. Here is a pocket that I sewed, and I added some Monopoly money in there. And I found in my vintage items this flashcard that is a spoon. The back has that on it. I thought that was appropriate for a spoonful of sugar. I altered a tag. I found this image in a vintage book of just a little girl with an umbrella. I always think of umbrellas when I think of Mary Poppins, so I did that. Added some lace, stitched on some of the paper. This paper collection I will put a link for down below. I can't remember what the brand is, but it is Mary Poppins, a Mary Poppins collection. So this is some of the paper here. That's some of the paper in the collection. There's sticker sheet that came with it. I think it's Bella Boulevard or Echo Park, but I'll put the link. So there is that belly band there. I added some vintage crocheted lace on the side. Made a little pocket with one of the cut aparts. This is another cut apart and another flashcard that I found. It goes well with it. This is one of the pages from the actual book itself. There is vintage manuscript paper. This is from a vintage songbook, and I just thought that this was, I think this was made about the same time that the movie is supposed to take place, so I thought this was a perfect picture for that. This is a printable that I included in there. I really love that. Just that, the saying, in every job there must be done, there's an element of fun. That's one of the quotes from the movie, or the story from the song. And then that, another page from the book. I added some coffee stained paper. I made this paper, I wanted to make it quickly, and usually I let my papers dry overnight, but I was working on this book and needed some paper, so I put it in the oven, and it made the lines from my racks in the oven, so I thought that was kind of cool. So I think I'm going to be doing that. So anyway, added some stickers. I die cut out a silhouette of Mary Poppins with her umbrella when she's flying in the air. This is a vintage book with the penguins when, you know, when she goes into the sidewalk, and that whole scene with the penguins I think is cute. There's a die cut of an umbrella. I sewed some lace on there, and this is some ledger paper. And a carousel horse there. This is a little side tuck of, this is from a bird handbook. And then this is just a vintage scoring sheet stuck in there. It's another pocket with a cut apart, a couple cut aparts in there. What I did with this book was one whole signature, and I think there was 12 pages in the whole book. So I had to cut apart the pages in order to make 2 signatures in this book. So I attached them with washi tape, and then I sewed both sides so it's nice and sturdy in there. And I was able to get the pages in the correct order, so that worked out well. Usually with when I make the books from the little golden books, they're already in 2 signatures, so it's not, you don't have to cut them apart or anything. So here's a little pocket. I did some stamping, you'll see later. This is some music stamping, and then I also have a bird stamp. I found this from a vintage Sears catalog that I have, and I just thought it was cool because it has those travel bags like what Mary Poppins carries. Here's just a little tag with some umbrella paper, carousel sticker, I sewed some fabric on the side there. Here's a couple more cut aparts and some money. Cut aparts here, and then that's that bird stamp I was telling you about. Another penguin coloring page. These are some stickers from the collection. Another sticker. This paper is just so beautiful. I love it. I love the collection. Here is one of my music sheets that I had. So I had to do it as a flip out because it's the Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious song. So I wanted to include that whole name. So I couldn't cut it down to the width, or it would have taken off the whole, parts of the sides. So I just folded it, sewed it to this paper, and it's just kind of like a flip out. Here's a little tuck there. Another couple, this is a cut apart, this is a vintage playing card of a bird. It's another tuck. Tuck there. There's some more music that I stamped, a sticker. And this is another vintage music sheet of the Chim Chim Cheree song. This is a side tuck here. I made a little journaling card. I just sewed together some paper and then put this printed image of Mary Poppins. I think that's a cute image. And these are printed as well. There are lots of vintage, actual vintage pieces in here, and then a few of the pages I printed. I just really liked they were just cute. This is a vintage plain, like a game pad. This is from a vintage London map. And then here is from a vintage book. It's just a poem called The Umbrella Brigade. I thought that was cute. Another page that I stamped with the bird image. This is another piece from the Sears catalog of umbrellas. It's in there. Another side tuck page with a couple cut aparts. The other side of that London. This is a side pocket again. Has Mary Poppins on those sides. This is another piece of sheet music, The Spoonful of Sugar. This is really cute from the collection. And that is the last page of the book, the actual book. And then here's a little belly band tuck. And then the back cover has another tag with the umbrellas. And then this is a little side pocket. And there is the back. So that is my Mary Poppins book. I hope you liked it. If you're interested in this, go ahead and check it out in my Etsy shop. I'll have the link for it down below, as well as I hope that this gives you inspiration. If you're not able to pick up the book, I always like to inspire with the things that I work on. So go ahead and follow me over on Instagram, as I am frequently posting things that I'm working on, or if I have a video up, or just whatever. So I'd love to have you follow me there, and as well as subscribe to my channel here. I hope you liked this video. Give me a thumbs up if you did. Leave me a comment and subscribe, and I'll see you again next time. This is Kim with Creative Crafticality. Bye. God bless.